Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to part 3 on airbrushing a pin-up girl. Left you off in part 2, we've got sort of this part down. I've done a couple of bits off camera. I'll talk you through them now. So I've basically cut out my masking, because we're moving on to the hair next. I've shielded the bow off, so I've just chopped round where my pencil lines are and just covered that up. Covered the ear, covered the earrings, and we can work the hair in. I'm just going to shield the side of the neck and shield this part here in the face when we start working this hair. So that's the first thing we're going to move on. The colours that I'm going to be using for this is going to be the blue, this blue that I've got, straight out the bottle. Might tone it down, or I might just use this and just build it up in the layers. We're going to go for a dark blue with black in it. It's going to do like a dark sort of blue, like navy blue, black for this on the darks, and then we'll tint over with the blue for these highlights working round. We'll get that bit in, then we'll concentrate on the bow. We'll put the bow in, then we'll do the dress, tidy up some little bits to finish off, mask off the rest of her, and then we'll drop the background in to finish. So move you in closer and we'll get the first colour mixed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight in with the blue on this and start dropping the blue in on the hair. And then we'll work the darker tones sort of around it. So just nice and light. My hair strands are going to be slightly different to what you're going to be seeing in the image, but don't, as I say, never beat yourself up if your hair doesn't mirror match what you're seeing. Just do some strands in here, just work these in. That off. Let's bring that up there, just round that tip of that. Got a little bit here as well. Bits there, in here. I've just got to zoom the image out, move it over. Bring this round here, up into this bit at the top. Absolutely mirror matched, but once you get it all together, it will blend in. So that's that bit in. What we'll do is we're going to tone that down. see what that. Now we've just got that dark tone. Just drop one drop of FW black in it and just toned it. And now just start working some of these tones into this one. Shield off bits where you need to shield off some bits. Oops, in this piece, just drop some of these in here. A bit in here. I think that'll do for a pass around there. Now we'll just jump into going to get a dark blue black mixed up. Just darken this out and just continue on. There's some strands coming in. Go back in with some blue. Some bits I want to darken off on this. Working a bit further up. Say my hair's, it's going to follow the shades. It won't be as mirror matched as this one. It's on the screen, but it'll come together and it'll look like sort of what we're after. Just going to get some of this blue and just go in with this blue. Just tone some bits back. This is the indigo blue, straight out the bottle, over the top. We're going to have some strands going over once this is demasked around the outside. We'll just drop some blue strands coming round, loose ones. We can pop a few highlights out. There is a couple on this that just sort of pop here and there. I can finish them bits off a bit later on. Now I need to demask this here and just have a look, because we've got some bits to tidy up around this. We'll move on to the earrings next. Got a little bit dark in this piece here at the corner of the ear. Just at the side of the ear. Like that. Bit on that. There. That's the masking for that bit. Do a little pass. Like that. A little bit more darker here. Here. Tip it over that shoulder. Just got to shield that face off. Fade that into there a bit. Right guys, we've finished off sort of the hair. I dropped a little bit of blue on the earring there. Same blue as that. I can go in and just brighten that up with a dot highlight, a little bit of shading underneath. We've got the earrings to do. Because I've got the red in, we're going to go in on the bow and make a start on that. I'm just going to get a shield on the top of this ear here. Just pull that through because I had leftover blue in it. That will do. Right. Just going to drop a pass in here. Just going to do a little highlight on this earring. Just a little bit more there. Do the ones on the bow. And up into this bit. Right, what we'll do is we're going to start the bottom part of a dress. Now I've just sort of masked out her body there and the whites that go round the bits on a dress before you get to the red and the dots. So we're just going to pull this paint through and just start to get the paint in. Just going to sketch this out, do it nice and light. To get the crease, I'm just going to go darker and then lighter for the actual top. Like that. some creases in here. Some of this top's like off the bottom of the screen, so I'm just going to blue it to blend mine to the bottom. Like that. A little bit up here. A few little creases around the edge. Bit of blue there. Coming down. And that's basically it. It's in. That's the blue part done. Quick. Just sort of sketching out with the airbrush. Job done. We'll drop onto a red. I'm finishing it here because it's sort of at the bottom of the picture. I can only see so much of this bit at the bottom, so it won't finish the same as the other because it's sort of missing on the image. But you get the gist of the red dress bit, the bits on the dress. It's got like some little sort of textures in, so I'm just sort of making the paint look a little bit more patchy over it. Darker there. A little bit of a tone in there. Darken that out slightly. Edge. Right, let's get these out of the way. I need to do some erasing on these where the lines are on. And then just some little very light passes across that white just to drop that in shadow. That'll do. Bit dark down here. very faint dark line here. Just a little bit there. Just a very faint. A bit of a dark crease on that. That will do on there. It's just going around now and tidying bits up. I mean, we can go with that. I'm happy just to go with that. Shame about this, but I've got nothing to guide off of this, what's coming round. Because the artwork finishes just here. I might just continue that down with a red, sort of blend it in. Just fill that bit in. Like that. That'll do. Just roll that crease in there. Bit more of that blue down here then. Just darken these out. Like that. Just a bit more of a blue band around there. Little crease lines coming through. Yeah, it really is. Just get a little bit of the Poscar. Little bits on the top, and these drop them in with the Poscar. That'll do. Just gonna drop that one in here. Just fade that out. Get a bit of bottom of that. Let's pop that bit out. Right, so all that's left now is a few little bits to tidy up, as there always is. Just a few little highlights here and there. And then we can get the background on. So we will demask. And we're probably going to have some, yeah, we're going to have some pencil lines and pieces. So I'm going to lose the pencil lines that are in the way. We've got hair strands to do to come out over the top. Let's just get rid of all them unwanted lines. Right, now what we can do is we just shield her off, drop a bit of background in, drop some of the hair strands coming across, and we'll call it done. Right, I've only got so much of the masking left where I've sort of like peeled it off and it's all bits missing, so I'm just going to dust some sepia. And give it a mottled background. With the sepia. I can get around this dress, not a problem. Just give it a patchy sort of finish. Right, let's just move this out the way now. Some little bits just to pop in around the hair. I like that quite where it's left that white around the tip of the hair is quite nice. I'm going to leave that where the masking's just shield it off slightly. Just makes the edge of that hair pop. Bring a bit of that sepia down onto that dress, just tighten it down, coming down, and the arm. So that's that bit. Now we can get a bit of the, I'm going to go for a bit of blue with a little bit of black. And then just do some get the paint flowing, just do some little strands coming out like that, couple round here, just do some random strands coming round, coming out. And on this bit here, do a couple. Just tone a bit in again round here. Yeah. See, on this image here, we've got like on this bit here, we've got a black line that goes here. So I'm just going to leave that out because it looks a little bit more natural with it left. So make it your own. Make that earring a bit darker at the bottom and just roll that off a bit. with this one. Because this is in shadow here. That's better. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, guys. We're gonna call that one done. There you go, guys. We got it down in the end. So just built it up. You've seen how I did it in tonight's video. It was just like use the masking, just sort of go around with the hair. We dropped the blue in first on the hair. Went that way about it, and then just put another tone in. Built that up. Then went in with a darker tone, built that up. We've used a Posca paint pen to get some of the real sharp highlights. Just sort of sketching with the airbrush. See me sort of, when we went in on the bow, just get the paint in. Don't be afraid of putting the paint in there. As in not too heavy, but going in and putting a full pass in, and then just build it up, and you sort of just sketching with a brush, just sort of blasting it down. The top went in really quick. I extended this bit out because the artwork's sort of missing on the bottom of this one, and then sort of masked off, went in with some sepia to give it that sort of like similar sort of tone to what's on the original, that look. I went in after I'd stopped, and I went in and just put some Posca pen highlights, brought the dots out on here. That one could do with coming out a little bit more on this one. So just do that. If you want to knock it back, just dab it. Job done. A little bit of white on the bottom of the earring. Dab, set it back. Job done. Bit more around here. And just blend it. You can just put it in and blend. That's what I like about the Poscas. If you're not happy on airbrushing real fine, and white can be an absolute pain. There's a little bit here as well, just a little. Yeah, if you're not happy on airbrushing your whites, because whites can be an absolute pain, especially for flowing, to get them to flow. You've either got to really thin it and then it's just too washed out and you're building it and building it up. Just go in either with a Posca paint pen, or if you want to get them sort of like real fine strands of hair, you can use a white pencil, and you can just go in and flick a few. I was going to put a few of the strands in here with the white pencil and just flick up into this, because there is a few on this image that is a little bit sort of lighter in here. We could do that. I could add that if I wanted to. We can do that with the. You can do that with the Posca and just flick them in and set them back like that. Couple that way. That'll do. Job done. You know, you've got that effect like that straight away. Just use the Posca, drop it in, and then just quickly smear it quickly to the direction that the actual strands go in, and it just blends it into your piece of artwork. So, hope you've enjoyed it. Drop your comments, tell me your thoughts. We're moving on to something a little bit different next. It might be another car. I'm not going to let two on. It might be a car, it might be a van. I've got a few things in mind, but it's going to be another step by step for you guys. So yeah, drop your comments, tell me your thoughts. If you are new to the channel and you're liking this content, click that subscribe, press that notification, and I will see you in the next airbrushing step by step. Just enjoy it, guys. That's all it is. It's just paint. Just enjoy it. Cheers.